Then, everyone, let's focus on one of our major stories tonight. And it's that one that has gotten a lot of you talking. Well, if you've been talking about it, we'll be hearing from the horse's mouth tonight on the reasons why the Minister of Women Affairs went to court and she took on the Speaker of the House of Assembly in Niger State. The Speaker had intended to marry over 100 females who are orphans over what he described as poverty issues, and to help them to alleviate the situation, the economic situation in the state. Of course, the Minister of Women Affairs, who is not happy with it, had gone to court to stop the action. But now we understand that the minister is insisting that she's not backing down. She has not withdrawn the suit, but she is taking the matter up, and she's already meeting with leaders, traditional rulers, religious leaders, and political leaders as well in Niger State to look at ways to further analyze what is going on. And we understand now that they are investigating the ages of some of these young women. I'm being joined by Barrister Uju Ohaneye, who is a Minister for Women Affairs. She's with us right here in our Abuja studio. Thanks so much, Honorable Minister, for joining us. Thank you so much indeed. You were not happy when you heard that the Speaker wanted to marry off these 100 girls. Well, he said it's for constituency project.
Constituency project.
For poverty alleviation.
Does that solve problems? If you marry them off and they don't have money to take care of themselves, don't you know what marriage is all about? It's not just to do ceremonies. After the ceremonies, babies come, innocent children coming. Who takes care of them? How do they continue living their lives after that? That was why I just couldn't understand it. And I said I must have to look in because with my duty as Minister of Women Affairs, my duty to protect and look out for girls and women and children in our society, as in Nigeria as a whole. So these girls are part of my own constituency as Ministry of Women Affairs, where I am heading. So I decided I would prefer carry out investigation, check out these children's ages, check out if their parent was sick, and then look out for those their spouses. What do they do for a living? Can they actually take care of these children? Carry out blood tests. Go out there and see sickle cell anemia. So many innocent children come into this country and they keep suffering from this kind of illnesses. I'm telling you the truth. So there are certain things that must be checked, not just to gather them as if we're selling a bunch of bananas.
But let's look at the reasons. And here, we're trying to also balance the conversation to, for example, let's try to image what the Speaker is thinking. He's a political leader in that state.
Yes.
And this is where, in terms of demography, there are more Muslims in Niger State. And there will be the concept of the Sharia law and the beliefs around the Islamic religion. Mm-hmm. What does he say? First and foremost, you've gone to court. Yes. And what is your intention of going to court? This is not a federal matter. This is happening in their state.
Yes, it's happening in their state. I'm the Minister of Women Affairs. I'm in charge of all girls, all women and children in the whole country. That is my position. So whether it's happening in their state or any other state, I have right to get involved. And I don't get involved if I'm not called upon. When my children cry, I respond. And again, I want to let you know something. Why I went to court is I heard this 48 hours ago, and this thing is supposed to come up on the... I will even join you to carry out investigations to find out what is going on and ages and everything concerning this marriage before it would not start talking about it anymore again. And after that, he left, and the Speaker equally came like 40 minutes after the Katangora Emir left. The Speaker came. I made up with my brother. We spoke at length. He explained to me he didn't mean badly concerning these girls, that he thought to him he wanted to help. He never thought about it. He never even met the girls before. so that he is now with me for us to carry out this whole investigation. Let him equally get to know these girls, get to know their ages, confirm all these things, because he didn't do that before making the pronouncement.
So let me ask you, these are, according to Mr. Sarikin Daji, who is the Speaker of the House, this marriage is supposed to happen in the Mariga local government areas. These girls are said to be orphans. Their parents are died from banditry. These are some of them who may not even have the opportunity to go to school because they've lost their parent. This means of livelihood is lost in that sense. Did he explain to you that that was the crux, or that was his intention of wanting to marry? Murik, for example, an Islamic organization, had condemned your action. How do you react to those kind of intentions about what this 100 orphan marriage was about?
Thank you. About when I'm doing my work, I don't put religion, culture into my work. I do my work based on the laws of the nation. So I never responded to anybody that was bringing in religion into this, because it has nothing to do with it. What I'm doing is a way to protect and do my job that I was brought in to do by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
As a lawyer, Honorable Minister, I imagine that although we have our bodies of laws, the customary law of Niger State in Mariga, in those areas, might prevail here. Whether or not the Islamic beliefs might also bring up the issues of the Islamic law, and what the Islamic beliefs and the Islamic tenets also stand for, how it sees is marriage in the eye of that religion, and of course what the statutes, the Child Rights Act and the Constitution of Nigeria says. I mean, if you look at the belief system in Nigeria, because you cannot dissect these issues from the belief of the people of that area.
Like I said before, when I'm doing my work, I focus on Constitution. What I stood for was fundamental human rights of the children. I want investigation carried out. Whatever religion, both mine and theirs, believe is not part of the work I am doing.
But you remember what happened in the case of Senator Sani Yarima of Zamfara State, and the controversy over the ages of he was sitting in the Senate at that time. He was a former governor of he's the former governor of Zamfara State, and this conversation around marriages enshrouded in religion and custom. Marriage around custom are also equally very strong, and when it's tied to the beliefs of the people, I'm just trying to understand what the Speaker and the Emir told you when they met with you. This was part of the consideration on their minds, because when Murik as an organization came up to speak on this matter, they must have had their own position of condemning your action.
Who are the people that you're talking about?
I'm talking about Emir, the Speaker.
No, they didn't condemn my action, because my action never said the children should not get married.
Murik was one that condemned your action for going to court.
Who is Murik?
Murik is an Islamic organization.
Like I said, I didn't listen to that. I don't combine my work with religion. I don't combine my work with culture. I combine my work with the laws of the land. That's what I do.
Does the Speaker think that there must be, there could be a wrong in what he's doing? Does he realize that?
Yes, no, he said to me, he never thought about it in the manner I was thinking about it. That he thought he was helping. But now I've brought up this, we have partnered together to look into how we empower these children, take them to school, make their lives better. And I'm starting on Monday or Tuesday to start getting them bank accounts, organizing them, and equally organizing small phones for them for easy communication.
But will the marriage still continue? Because we are understanding that they are disaggregating some of them who are younger and removing them and looking for those who are older and amongst them to still marry. Is the marriage still continuing?
The injunction said the marriage cannot hold on that day. And not only that, I'm believing more on the Emir of Katangora, who told me by himself that the marriage will not hold.
At all?
Yes.
It will never hold.
That was what he said to me.
He's been called off.
He's on TV. He's on video.
He's on tape.
Yes. It's on tape. He said that to me, and I believe him. The way and manner he handled this is unbelievable. It was beautiful. He made me happy. I was very...
The Emir of Kotangora?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice...
And the Sunupe, you know, he came and he told me that. Even the speaker, Ipoli, said that. Now, what we are looking at right now is to not only carry out investigation, we have to empower these people. I Ipoli suggested, even those boys that are meant to marry them, let's look into what do they do for a living. How will they take care of children when they come in? And if possible, we empower them too and get them to do something. My office is giving out free POS. There are so many things coming out from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu through Federal Ministry of Women Affairs. If I push those things, we've given almost 15 states, including Niger State, sustainable economic empowerment machines, like rice milling machines, the chaffer, the stoner, and stuff like that. Are you understanding my point?
This consistency project of the Speaker of Niger State,
yes.
Are you aware that it was supposed to happen next week, Friday, though?
Yes, definitely.
Are you aware that the governor of the state, Governor Bago, was supposed to attend? Are you aware that the Emir of Mena was supposed to attend that event, too? It was supposed to be a fanfare. Their dowries were going to be paid. They're going to set them up in the family way and all that. It was supposed to be some kind of fanfare. Are you aware?
I heard, but I did not hear the governor say it on tape that he will be attending. It was only a write-up. I heard, but I'm not focusing on that.
So, in specifics, you're giving them phones. You also want to set up business for them or take them to school?
Both school. Those that have finished secondary school, they could enter an open university while they're doing their businesses. Or we get a job for them and while they're doing their business, when they're going to school. Then those that have not finished secondary school, we go back to school, finish secondary school, and the same thing will be applicable to them. Going for open university to open university and equally having something to do. Like this POS, those that have finished secondary school that are above 18, we could allow them to start earning money while they're going to school.
Are you leaving them in that community or you're bringing them out of the community?
That is what Emir said he will get back to me in a few days.
Okay.
So that we will know how to get these people together and have a talk how to partner. But the important thing is that we agreed on that day to partner. The speaker, he was quite nice when he came to my office.
Minister, this perhaps are taking your attention.
Yes.
And there are those who will wonder that.
But the case is not yet withdrawn.
Okay.
I want to make that clear. How do I withdraw a case in a day? Well, before I even withdraw the case, we have to go back to court and then tell the court that we have settled. We are withdrawing the case. Are you understanding my point?
But you're not withdrawing.
How can I go and withdraw? We're still trying to organize ourselves on how to partner well and get this problem sorted out.
But at the expiration, because the injunction will expire, it has I mean, I don't know which court you went to now.
High Court.
If it's High Court, Federal High Court, isn't it? Maybe that's about 14 days or thereabout.
14 days.
14 days for the Federal High Court. For the State High Court is 7 days. So it will expire in 2 weeks or in another week.
In another week, yes.
So what happens afterwards?
I filed a motion ex parte. I equally filed motion on notice. Why did I do that? Before I met with my brothers and we decided to make peace. I filed it because when motion ex parte, by the time motion ex parte will expire, by that time they must have gotten their 7 days to file their response. But if I didn't get the motion ex parte, the wedding could go on before they will be able to file. And the whole thing must have been overtaken by events.
So you are really ready, your hands are on the plow on this one, and you're not taking your eyes off.
Yes, but like I said, we discussed peace. We dialogued. We agreed that the wedding will not go on, and that we all will come together, empower these children, make a lot of inquiries concerning their ages, which I am even ready to go for bone marrow test, if need be. Then whoever are the people they will bring that are the girls, we will make sure they agreed, of which I will want to have a one-on-one discussion with each of the girls.
So the reason why I'm asking this question is that there are those who will say, Minister, this happens every day in most parts of, in several parts of the country. This happens, things like a usual practice, where we have underage girls being married off. Are you worried about that?
I am not.
It's a culture.
No. I don't.
And it's a practice that
I keep telling you, Sheung, I said, I'm not doing my work based on culture or religion.
No, I'm saying that it's a culture that it happens often.
It doesn't bother me.
So the question is that this is just a microcosm of a larger picture. And I'm saying that this is just one scenario. And it happens every day. You have only seen in Niger State.
Yes.
Do you know what is happening in Sokoto, in Zamfara, in Nasarawa?
Sheung, let me not hear it. I am not a witch to know what is going on.
Are you putting on a mechanism to be able to monitor and curb underage marriage?
Yes. Why did I go for mobile court? I went for a mobile court to be able to monitor issues of child abuse. There are laws that are against some of these things. If you take a child to your home, it's defilement if anything happens. Now, the important thing is the action I have taken speaks for itself. If I get any information or petition from any angle, or my whistleblowers that I have across right now as we speak, which is where I usually get my information, brings information, I carry out investigation, and it is ongoing, I head to court.
So you are brutal about this matter. You will go for... How brutal are you going to be about the Child Rights Act and the sections of the law which criminalizes children being on the street? Because the laws have said every child has a right to go to school.
Yes.
And these children, during school hours, they're on the street hawking.
Shay, why did I go for mobile court? I went to Mr. President and asked for permission to go for mobile court. I went through a lot to get it, both through the Governor's Forum and through the chief judges, as it is.
In all of the state of the
In all of the state. I have approval from the
specifically on child issues and
on GBV.
Gender-based violence.
And
what about child rights issues?
It is part of
because I see it's so sad. You drive by the street of Abuja,
yes,
our metropolis, Lagos,
I have a plan
Rivers,
for that.
and you see children there, and the law says it is illegal for you to find a child not in school.
My dear brother, I have a plan for that. Why am I empowering women? I have a portal today where women are being onboarded into the portal, and it's going almost round every community. I gather them in clusters as their cooperatives. Now that thing, if president wants to help them, he goes directly, the help goes directly to these people. Their account numbers are there. And if for any reason, that is why this mobile court is coming in, we're taking it up. We see you on the street. You can't even live with a small child under 18 now. Remember what happened in Anambra State, where they used hot iron and put a child's bomb on a gas, a hot gas. I brought the woman to Abuja here. I paraded her for Nigerians to see. As we speak, she's still in custody at Anambra State. The matter is still going on.
Let me, before
so we'll start catching them, my dear brother.
Yeah.
But I'm rushing to empower the women. I will empower you if I put empowerment machines in your village and you try to come out on the street that you are begging or you are borrowing a child. Yeah. They go to borrow children, babies, to beg on the street. We have these ideas, Minister, and we're coming after them.
Quickly, I just have about 20 seconds. My director, Joe, is in my ears. Quickly, the case in the Abuja school, how have you resolved it? Of the bullying?
You know, I went there because my children cried out to me. I sorted it out the manner to the extent that Ministry of Education took over.
So your
I
answer
did my part for now.
Because we understand that the said child is back to school now.
The
child the bully, the alleged bully,
yes,
is back to school.
Yes, why wouldn't she go back to school, Sheung? If
has the matter been resolved?
80% of the problem was the school, not the children. If you own a school, you're supposed to put like cameras, you put people. Nowadays, you don't leave a classroom in secondary school like during our own time, and you said you don't leave a teacher. Every class is supposed to have a table where a teacher sits permanently. Your toilet balcony is supposed to have a table where somebody sits. Every part of the school should have somebody that inspects what the children do. When you don't do that, a teenager, teenage age is like insanity. Children take advantage if nobody's watching them.
Uju Oneye, she is the Minister of Women Affairs. Thank you so much, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you, Shim.
She's saying she's not withdrawing the matter. She's going ahead and making sure that she sees to the very end of this matter. Thank you so much.
No, I'm not withdrawing the matter
in court.
Yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because myself and my brothers have agreed to partner together and empower the children and resolve it, after which we will take what we have resolved to the court and withdraw the matter.
Thank you so much.
It's a very simple thing.
Thank you so much for clarifying these issues for us. I appreciate it.